Live in the studio now, it's Tory mayoral candidate and Sadiq Khan's political nemesis, Susan Hall. And Khan's despised ULEZ scheme was successfully expanded to the outskirts of London today, despite months of public protest and legal challenges from right across the political spectrum. He's still refusing to accept people's legitimate concerns, comparing his sinister scheme to the smoking ban when talking to GB News political editor Christopher Hope tonight.
Well, there's been lots of people today who've been thanking me.
But even critics, the ones who can say, well, they thank you one day.
Well, I remember as an MP, and I know you were in the lobby, in 2006-07, when the Labour government banned smoking in enclosed public spaces. You'll remember the noise being made then, and now people wouldn't think about reintroducing smoking in pubs.
So, Susan Hall, you say this is a dark day, not just for London, but for the country.
Yes, obviously I'm concerned with London because I'm standing as the mayoral candidate for London. But it is a dark day for London. This is nothing but a cash grab from this dreadful Mayor Khan. And not good enough. He's just not listening to Londoners, and he should be.
I know. And what is it about this guy? Because you've worked in City Hall alongside him for such a long time that makes him so tone deaf. Does he not care about Londoners? Is this all about his future career? What is it about that makes him introduce a policy like this against the democratic will of the people he's meant to be representing?
Well, I don't think he listens to the people he represents anymore. He's got this view that whatever he thinks is right, and he'll go ahead and do what he wants to do.
Does he think he's a celebrity now?
Do you know what? Nobody really knows what he thinks because he doesn't engage with any of us. I've never had a one-to-one meeting with him ever. He's just full of what he wants to do. He spends his life blaming the government for anything that goes wrong, and he is not listening to Londoners because if he was, he would not be putting in this ULEZ expansion.
But you say ULEZ is on him.
Oh, 100%.
This is on him, not on the government.
No, it's 100% Sadiq Khan's idea. It is an absolute disgrace. He's not listening to Londoners. This is a very dark day for London, and it's nothing but a cash grab. £200 million he reckons he'll make off the back of the poorest Londoners in the first year. So he's not considering the fact that people can't get to work if they can't change their car. He's not considering how this is going to affect charities. And he's not considering what it's going to do for Londoners when tradespeople outside London who haven't got compliant vehicles won't come into London.
This is ruining some folks' life.
Exactly.
You know, there are some people who are not going to leave the house as a result of this decision. It's truly horrific. But look, potentially a question, Susan, I guess some people might see as controversial, but I'll explain why I'm asking it in 1 second. Do you think Sadiq Khan is a liar?
I never use that term. I think he misrepresents the truth.
Because the reason I ask is because he continues to say that thousands of Londoners have died as a result of air pollution, even though in the past 4 years there is only one person where air pollution has been put on a death certificate. And he also continues to use this dodgy science that has been shot down completely by Imperial College. So I do believe he is now blatantly lying.
Well, I think misrepresentation of the truth is how I'd put it. And that information came out of our office. He pays £800,000 to the Imperial College for certain results, and yet another part of that particular body wrote a report claiming that the ULEZ really doesn't make that much difference. His own TfL assessments that he got done independently have shown that the ULEZ expansion will make virtually no difference at all. Which just shows you this is nothing but a tax grab, and of course he hates car drivers anyway, despite the fact
apart from when he's driving.
Ah, yes, there you go.
he's in his big World Cup.
Absolutely.
Can you pledge 100% that your first day as mayor it's gone? The extension is scrapped?
Absolutely, I did when I was last here, and I stand 100% by that. When I'm Mayor of London on May the 2nd, the first full day, which will be May the 3rd, yes, the ULEZ will be scrapped. The ULEZ expansion.
How quickly can you do that?
Well, it's a decision that the mayor can decide to put it in. The mayor can decide.
So you could
to
do it
take
overnight?
That. Yes, I could.
So by May the 4th, Londoners would not have to pay the ULEZ expansion.
That's right. As long as it's been declared by then, yes, okay. Absolutely.
I want to talk to you about the Notting Hill Carnival now, because you were criticised by the left-wing media significantly over the past couple of weeks for comments that you made about the safety and the location of the carnival.
Yep.
Then we have seen, Susan, over the past 3 days, some of the most despicable scenes and some of the most despicable statistics: 275 arrests, 8 stabbings, 1 person fighting for their life, police officers sexually assaulted, plus a sort of new wave taking over the festival of public depravity. And I want to show you actually some of what went down over the weekend, if you have a look at this. Now, Susan, is that appropriate to be taking place at an apparently family event in front of children?
No, it is not. Absolutely not. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
And if you were mayor, the Notting Hill Carnival would be moved to Hyde Park, is that correct?
It would be moved, obviously, in conjunction with those that organise it. Because, to be fair, Dan, lots of people really enjoy it, and fair enough. But then let's put it somewhere where everybody is safe. 75 police officers were injured, apparently, over the weekend. Police officers don't get a decision as to whether they go or not. They have to go. People that choose to go, choose to go. Police officers are hurt every single year. We need to put it somewhere where everybody is much, much
But it
safer.
never used to be like this. I mean, this carnival has changed in the lawless London that has been created by Sadiq Khan, unfortunately. Those sort of scenes, I believe, are a result of what's happened during his time as mayor, because it didn't used to be that bad.
It certainly seems to be getting worse in that respect. But also, it's a victim of its own success because it is so popular and people really do enjoy it. We have to be fair.
Have you been?
I've been twice independently, and both times I left early because I didn't feel safe. And I have also been back to see the police operation because of my job in City Hall.
So you've looked closely into this.
So I've looked into the police operation. I know personally how upset lots of the police officers are because so many of their colleagues are injured. We need to get it moved to somewhere, in my view, where everybody is much, much safer, because it's getting busier and busier every single year because it is popular. So let's make sure everybody is safe. Not only the police officers, all the party goers. Let's make sure they're safe.
Indeed, Susan Hall, Conservative London Mayoral candidate, thank you so much. Do stand by for one moment, though, because, of course, both sides of the story here on GB News always. And Sadiq Khan has said ULEZ is expanding, bringing cleaner, healthier air to 5 million more Londoners. 9 out of 10 cars seen driving in and out of London on an average day aren't affected and won't have to pay, but everyone will get the benefits of cleaner air. And a spokesperson for the Mayor of London said about the Imperial College report, the ULEZ analysis from the engineering department only paints a partial picture, not accounting for the full lifetime impact of the scheme and only focusing on its immediate impact around its launch.